Hey, welcome back to this thing that I do, and this is like this is a bonus rant episode. I don't know. I'm just going to rant about something, and there's no guest on this episode because two people can rant. Somebody will just overshadow the other person. So yeah, let's get this bird. So we're going to keep it. I'm going to keep it very short and simple and extremely violent. So I'm ranting about the 15th edition or the 15th whatever of the Headies. The Headies is a Nigerian award show that is meant to celebrate, Nigerian artists and apparently African artists as well. So it happened earlier this morning in Nigerian time. It happened earlier this morning. So I'm going to cut to last week Tuesday. I went for this meet and greet stuff, and it had to do with people that are like entrepreneurs, people that are doing any form of, I don't know how to put it, people that have stuff that they are doing. Basically, is ride on your horse, and you can check their Instagram or whatever. So I went there to try and promote my show, my podcast, and I met other people. I met different people, and it was great. I did not expect it to be that good, right? For reasons known to me, I was just like, oh, let me just check it out. Maybe this will be an opportunity. But it was nice, and it was at least well organized, to say the least. It was great. So this. I'm saying this because I feel like Nigerians don't rate themselves sometimes, most times, because where am I going? What am I saying? Because I feel like whatever we do, we're just doing it. So like most times we don't really see, like, okay, let's say something starts by this time, or someone will be like, okay, Nigerian time, that one is normal, but like it's cool though. But why? Anyway, that aside, this year's Headies was different because they moved it to Atlanta, and it's like, why? Why did they do that? They spent a reasonable amount of time on the red carpet trying to justify why they did this, which to me still didn't make sense, seeing as they still kind of fucked it up at the end of the day, basically. So now, what is the problem here? What is the problem here? Number one, I'm probably going to lose track of my counting. Number one, I watched this thing last night, right? And normally people don't really rate the edges. So it's like, oh, now they're doing it in Atlanta. Okay, let's see what's going to happen now. Let's see, maybe something's going to come out of it. And it's like, oh wow, why do you keep watching this thing when I like music. I like Nigerian music. It is like so great. Nigerian music is so great that it should not even just be limited to calling Nigerian artists Afrobeat artists, because these guys are crazy and they do anything and everything. But that's like for another day. So they carry this one out, and then the excuse is that they're trying to promote. Not like they're trying to promote. They're like, oh, we've conquered Nigeria, and then we're trying to do this thing. But we've not even done a clean award show, for the headies in Nigeria. So they're like, oh, okay, let's move it here because we're not done. There are so many errors in it because it makes us sound very needy. Like, oh, okay, why don't they bring the Grammys over here and all that stuff? Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying. But there's actually a lot to it than that, because people are still going to pay in dollars to come. They're still going to pay for their venue in dollars, which is probably going to cost more than it would have cost for them to, just do it in Echo Hotel. Okay, fine. That's on them. I don't really care how much they are spending. That's okay. So now the show. The show itself was the show, like, I can describe it as one of like the most disorganized events I've probably ever seen in my life. You think it would be better, right? Because it's in America. America is so cool. America is so great, but it was not. The only thing that it beat in terms of last year was probably performances, and they could have done better, seeing as like where they are right now. I mean, you cannot come and tell me, oh, Debs, have you ever organized a show before? Oh wow, this that. I mean, these guys have been doing this thing for 15 years. I'm pretty sure they should know what they are doing by now. I mean, talk about getting your shit together because 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 a lot of money is pumped into the music industry. You can see it from music videos. You can see from a lot of artists that have started going on tour. Everybody's like touring now, and it seems very normal. That's money. A lot of the renting of cars and doing all this stuff is money. And I shit you not, a shit ton of money still comes out of this same music industry. Most of these people are still the ones that are going to sponsor this award. So what the fuck happened? So they gave the show to Osas and Anthony Anderson to host it, which I don't even know where I'm going to put it because there was a lot of cringe, in my soul. I've never cringed so hard at my television before. Like this is Power Rangers hasn't even made me cringe this bad, but this thing was just wow. And it was just like I was not expecting this. And then they have these courts, okay, somebody comes to present and then to present their award and then, you know, they do it and then the artist takes like 2 years before they come up to the stage and then they go and then they have this 5 minutes interval of them playing these exact same instrumentals for Playboy by Fireboy. They milked that song so hard. So then we now wait at this interval for another person to come and it kind of sucked. It sucked very hard. I mean, from the nominations, when I saw it, like, what was it earlier this year? I'm like, these nominations are not that great because they were bringing things from 2020. And I feel like a lot of people go robbed, but that's just me personally. I cannot come and say, oh, this person got robbed. I listen to a lot of music, and most of the stuff there, I listen to it. I don't just listen to music as much. I analyze it as well. So for me saying that, oh, I feel like somebody got robbed, I probably have my reasons, but that one is personal. You can feel however you want to feel about that. Okay, fine. The nominations were they were just how they were. The categories, okay. So now, what is the problem? Artists showed up, and then some artists also didn't show up. I think most people were there. If normal people in Nigeria did not rate the headies, then taking it abroad, I don't know if it was going to make it. I don't know if it was going to make it better. People don't people don't rate the headies because they have not given them a reason to rate themselves. Apart from Nigerian artists and celebrities causing drama on the show, there's really nothing much to it. You know, there's nothing you can really say that, oh, okay, this was special, or this was new, or this was something. It's just the same garbage. And you think about it, right? Don't these people sit down after a show to go and analyze, okay, this is what went wrong in this one, this is what went wrong in this one, we should improve it for next year's one. But I don't think they do that. I think they just are okay, I think we've done our money's worth of shit, which I believe they have not. And then we just, okay, move to the next one. That was like a lot of things wrong. Another thing was that people that came to present their awards, they were not really Nigerians. I mean, Am I presented the first one with some dude, I don't know who he is, one rapper like that. Am I presented, and then from there it was just a bunch of Americans that people did not even know. I mean, it's fine, it's cool, but like, why? 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 When you have your own people, like, bro, they gave the presentations, they gave people that could not pronounce our names present awards. I don't know how diminishing that could be because any Nigerian would have done it. Any Nigerian would have done it. Like, it does not take much. It does not take much. I don't know if they pay people to present awards. I don't know if it's like an honor type of thing, but if they pay, I just hope I know. I hope it was worth their money. I know. I don't know what they did, but I hope it was worth their money. The presentations, the everything, the presenting the awards. You have a bunch of people that cannot pronounce their names, and a bunch of people that will come up to stage to present our awards. And as well as they're presenting the award, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, I just dropped this album." Nobody asks, bro. Like, you don't see people come out to present awards at the VMAs and be like, "I dropped this album, so you guys should listen to it." Just that's not how it works. Became such a publicity stunt that the governor of Lagos, I do not know his name, apparently I don't even want to know his name, he came to present an award, and my nigga started campaigning. That is how bad it was. That is how bad it was. Luckily for me, and yes, I said luckily, I was not able to finish the show. That was cool. I had things to do by what looked like 3 a.m. It was just that bad. Apart from Hip TV being total donkey ass because I don't even know what was wrong with their camera, and it got so bad. It just got so bad. There was no use of it. There's no value. There's no value given to me for me to give them back. So basically, that is it. The show was bad. There are a lot of things I could get into about how bad the show was, from the host to the people presenting the awards to the Nigerian celebrities not even turning up. There was one particular guy that actually came up to carry most of the people that won for YBNL because they either had presentations or some shit that they were doing, and that was just it. I was not there, but I don't even know if the atmosphere was so tense or so dense or so dry because there was nothing to keep you alive. There's no performance to keep you on your feet. You just know that, okay, this guy is performing. I like this guy. Cool. But he's not doing anything that's going to surprise you. He's not doing anything that's going to shock you. He's not debuting, or at least going to like sample us some new shit that's like, oh, okay, I've not heard this one before. I would like to listen to this more. Who is this artist? Oh, I like him. Let me listen to him. No, it's just the same thing that they did here, and they took it there to like diminish themselves, and it's sad. It's sad. So where am I going to with all this? Obviously, I have like a point where I'm trying to reach. I feel like as a Nigerian, we should own our shit. Part of owning your shit kind of means that you do not need anybody's validation for you to do something. I own an award show. This is an award show for my people. I don't need to shout it. It can speak for itself. You understand? It's something that people would want to travel from their own country to come here to experience the show. Just like how people travel from here to go there to like be at the VMAs, something like that. And that is supposed to be the end game. That's supposed to be the purpose. That kind of thing. You know, as a Nigerian, I should be proud of something that my people are doing. I should be giving that I value this thing, not just because it is a Nigerian that made it, but because it is also good. So it gives me more reason to raise it as high as I'll raise other things people are doing. I guess this just applies to us being Nigerians as well. Nigerians living in Nigeria, to be exact, because you're living in a place where the people and the government and these assholes that are there, they don't value you. They don't value human lives. Normal citizens, they don't value normal citizens' lives. So that's why they feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want. That kind of thing. I feel like the problem most Nigerians have is management. Because if very sure if the headies was managed better, they wouldn't be putting crap like this on TV. And then, if the country was managed better, a lot of people would have been very happy with their lives. That kind of thing. I feel like everybody deserves good things. If you're making something, you should make something that you would like to see. I have a podcast. Most times, there are some episodes I record and I'm like, nah, I don't like this because I would not like to listen to this. I don't like how this is going, so I'm just going to scrap it out. That kind of thing. So I feel like you should be that way. You know, what is that thing? Is it the golden rule? Do unto others what you want to do to yourself. That kind of thing. I mean, sure, you can be lazy about it. Anybody can be lazy. You can be lazy about something, but okay, let's just get it over with now. Let's just do whatever I want. But I'm pretty sure if they're not putting that effort into most stuff that they do on TV, we wouldn't be watching it. There's where effort and hard work comes, and then the product, the result of your efforts will speak for itself. So you're like, oh wow, this award show is a Nigerian one, and I enjoyed it so much. I would want to see it next year. You don't go like, oh wow, this was shit. I'm not going to watch it again. I watch it. I will watch it because why? I want to see how it's going. I feel like it should have been better. You know, if you're making something, anything that you're doing, you should try and do it as well as possible. I guess, you know, if you're creating content out there, if you have work, I mean, it's human nature to be lazy. I mean, fine, but you know, all these small things, small things that we enjoy as human beings, should not be, I don't know, it should not be limited to a certain group of people. You can't be like, oh, okay, these people are good at this, so I can do whatever I want. Or maybe they should just make another award show, one that is very good, so we know that okay, this is the good one and this is the bad one. Or you know what I'm saying? That these people need to manage their shit better. It's not about taking the thing abroad. It's not about bringing a bunch of American artists or stars to come and present awards to our own stars. It's about putting yourself on this type of stake, putting yourself on this pedestal where you're like, I value this, therefore I will give it value. That kind of thing. I think we should be able to do that. We should be able to put that, in everything that we're doing, basically. I mean, yeah. So just value what you're making, so others will give you value. That kind of thing. I mean, no be me go tell you what you go do, but that's just what I'm telling you. I mean, we have weddings that are like more, like they are well organized, they are better than these shows. And for some reason, Nigerian weddings are like always crazy. Why? I mean, our wedding planners so good at their job. They take these weddings so highly, and then people that are creating awards for musicians that earn a lot of money and value their music, they're like, nah, let's just do whatever I want. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I've seen some mad weddings, and I've seen some shitty award shows. So there's a place where they stand in terms of the type of money was put into this thing and what you're getting from it. That type of thing. But it kind of applies everywhere, not to the headies. Things like normal dinners in school, all these award ceremony dinners, normal events. You're hosting something like, oh, this time, and then it applies to mostly everything. So people look towards it, they'll look forward to it because they know that okay, this thing is actually nice and it is fine. You can enjoy it without wanting to, cringe, something like that. So yeah, basically that's all. That's all I have to say. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you like took something out of it because I don't know. I just wanted to say this because it had to be said, right? It had to be said. We can't. I feel like people should not just be taking rubbish. It's not fair. It's not fair. Sometimes you just have to, but sometimes it's not fair. Just everybody likes good things, so just give me good thing. If you like good things, you should be able to also give another person too. Something like that. Anyway, this has been it. I think I'm done now. Yeah. I should probably just make like a whole section, like the what the fuck happened section, where I just rant about shit. I should just rant about shit. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This very small episode. I'm still working on like things that I'm doing for the second season. That's basically what's my September. It's like things that I'm doing, I guess. So yeah, I mean, you can look forward to that. You can, like, that comment section thing is open to just say whatever you want to say. So I've been thinking of how I should release episodes. I don't know if I should still do it weekly, because every time you consult somebody about pushing your thing, they're like consistency, consistency. But I don't have it. It's not a YouTube channel. It's not something you can just go on YouTube like watch. Anyway, I'll figure something out. And if you have suggestions as well, you can put it there. You can email me or whatever. So yeah, I'm about to, go and do something with my life, and you should too. So yeah, till next time.